Dear students, today we will study about the law of conservation of linear momentum. Law of conservation of linear momentum. We know the second equation of second law of motion, that is dp over dt, that means the rate of change of momentum is equal to the external force applied on a body. And the third law of motion, that is to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. That is, F1 is a force on a body due to second body, and F2 is the force on second body due to first body. That means to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Now these two laws, they lead to the consequence of law of conservation of linear momentum. Now these are, we know that if a system consists of two or more particles, then there will be mutual interactions. That means internal forces may exist between them. And here in second law of motion, we consider the external force. The rate of change of momentum in a body is due to the external force applied on it. So if we say that in a body or a system of particles, if external force, now this is external force, if external force is 0, then second law of motion becomes dp over dt, that is equal to 0. This is a consequence of the second law of motion when external force is 0, and if internal forces are present, then they will be in pairs and equal and opposite, so they will cancel each other. Now this leads to conclude that P is equal to constant, because we know the differentiation of a constant is 0. That is, linear momentum of a body or a system is conserved in absence of any external force. We can state that in absence of any external force, the total linear momentum of a body or an isolated system is conserved. This is law of conservation of linear momentum. Now examples, we say examples of law of conservation of linear momentum. The first, when a bullet is fired from a gun, the bullet moves forward and the gun recoils. Due to law of conservation of momentum. Now we can explain it that initially the bullet and the gun, they are at rest. The total momentum of the system means the gun and the bullet, is zero. The total initial linear momentum of the system of gun and the bullet is zero. That is, before firing, the total linear momentum is zero. And when bullet is fired, now remember this thing, when bullet is fired, no external force is applied. The system is applying the force. So when the bullet is fired from a gun, the bullet moves in the forward direction and hence possesses the forward momentum in the forward direction. And to conserve the momentum, the gun recoils in the backward direction, or the gun moves in the backward direction. Now as the bullet is light weighted, so the speed of the bullet, if it is very large, the gun moves with a smaller speed as its mass is more. So the momentum is mass into velocity. So gun moves very small velocity because its mass is more, and the bullet moves with higher speed. The total momentum remains conserved. That means the initial momentum is zero. So the sum of these two moments, the momentum of the bullet after firing and the momentum of the gun, the sum of these two, that is conserved. And the second example, the launching of a rocket or rocket propulsion. Initially, the fuel and the rocket, they are at rest. The system is at rest, system of rocket and the fuel. And when fuel is ignited, the gases, they come out in the downward direction. So they possess the momentum in the downward direction. In order to conserve the linear momentum, the rocket moves in the upward direction. So launching of a rocket is based on the law of conservation of momentum as well as the Newton's third law of motion. That means to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Now we can understand that if a system consists of two bodies, let us consider a system consists of two bodies A and B, and let PA and PB be their initial linear momentum respectively. And in absence of any external force, and due to their mutual interactions, let FA be the force acts on body A and force FB acts on body B for common time interval delta t. I am saying that in absence of any external force, that means there is no external force, this should be kept in mind, and due to their mutual interactions. Suppose I am saying that this is body A and its initial momentum is PA, and this is another body B, its initial momentum is PB, and they are making one system. The external force F external, that is 0, and due to their mutual interactions, that means on body A the force due to body B is Fa, and force on body B due to body A is Fb, and they are acting for a common time interval, say delta t. Let their momentum changes to their final momentum becomes PA dash and PB dash. These are the final momentums PA dash and PB dash. Due to mutual interaction, I am again saying that due to mutual interactions, that means there is no external force is applied. Now we know that according to Newton's second law of motion, that is dp over dt, the rate of change in momentum is equal to F. So change in momentum will be equal to F dt, and thus therefore we can write the change in momentum of body A, that means PA dash, final momentum of body A minus initial momentum of body A, is equal to, or we can write FA delta t, force into time, and for body B, FB delta t is equal to change in momentum of body B, that means final momentum of body B minus initial momentum of body B. Now if we add them, the two equations, Fa delta t plus Fb delta t, the force on body A plus the force on body B is equal to change in momentum of body A plus change in momentum of body B, or we can write Fa plus Fb delta t is equal to Pa, this is dash, Pa dash plus Pb dash minus Pa plus PB. Now this is the total momentum after interaction, that means the final linear momentum of the system, and this is the initial momentum of the system. This is PA dash, this is PV dash, this is PA, and this is PV. So PA dash minus PA dash minus PA, this is the change in the momentum of body A. This is the change PB dash minus PV, this is the change in the momentum of the body B. So we can write like this. Now it should be very clear that the mutual interactions FA is equal to minus FB, the two forces due to the mutual interaction on the two bodies are equal and opposite. This should be very clear that FA is equal to minus FB. There is no external force, the internal interaction between the two bodies of the system. So the mutual interactions will be equal and opposite, and thus this will be equal to 0. FA plus minus FB, right? FA is equal to minus FB. So if we put FA is equal to minus FB plus FB, that means is equal to 0, is equal to the PA dash plus PB dash minus PA plus PB. Now, or we can write PA plus PB. That means this is the, if we rearrange this equation, the total linear momentum of the system, total linear momentum. Which momentum? The initial momentum. Total initial linear momentum of the system. Initial linear momentum of the system of the two bodies A and B is PA plus PB, is equal to the total final linear momentum PB dash plus PA dash plus PB dash. Now this is the proof of law of conservation of linear momentum.